What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. We now have the full confirmation as to what will be arriving on the anniversary on One Piece Treasure Cruise Japan. So we had a little bit of speculation as to what we could go off for what this anniversary legend was going to be. We now have full confirmation, not only of the new legend or legends that are going to be arriving, but the entire batch in the new anniversary Sugo Fest. So we're going to be getting to that in this video. So this is the link to the official website pertaining to events that are going to be happening throughout the 5th anniversary on One Piece Treasure Cruise Japan. Now you can look on this banner right now, there are a bunch of new characters. Obviously, Luffy and Law, as we all suspected, is the actual anniversary legend, which I'm really happy about. They give us a slight hint as to what he does and what some of the characters do here, and we'll talk about that in this video as well. But also, you can see on this banner here, you've got Toadskii and Smoker, you've got Big Mom here, you'll also have Treble and Doflamingo, and there's even more characters that aren't even on this banner that we're going to be getting through. So let's go ahead and start. I can't believe this, man. When I saw the link and I clicked on it and I scrolled down and I saw what was on this, I literally could not believe it. And you guys are going to get your minds blown when you see this anniversary batch. So let's go ahead and start scrolling down. Obviously, Luffy and Law looking absolutely amazing. But yeah, this is basically like a quick link that you can click, and it links you to what part of the website for each individual event that's happening. Here we go. This is, I believe, talking about the free multi every single day, and it has all the legends on here that you can pull. I don't know why Luffy and Law are on this particular part of the banner, but I believe this is pertaining to the fact that, yeah, every single day up until this period, you get a free multi, which is obviously really cool, and I hope that Global gets that when we reach our 5th anniversary next year. So we can see on this banner, we've got Luffy and Law, who looks freaking amazing. I love the artwork. Unfortunately, this is the 6-star artwork. It would have been cool if, you know, maybe that was only the 5-star artwork and then they teased the 6-star artwork later on. Either way, the artwork looks great. You've also got version 2 Zoro, you've got version 2 Katakuri, and you've also got Sanji and Judge. Sanji and Judge is actually interesting, right? Because he's a dual unit that is he's Sai and Sai, right? There's another character in this batch that is going to be like a dual unit that has the same color, and it was kind of weird because before I'm making this video I was like just looking over the website again and I just noticed it. So it's really weird because having a dual unit be like that, it means that they're going to have some sort of special effect around that, right? Or the dual captain is going to be working a little bit differently, so we'll get into that as well. So, okay, this is the big moment right here, guys. So when we scroll down right here, we're about to see the entire brand new batch available in the anniversary. So you ready, guys? You ready for it? You ready for it? All right, let's go ahead and do it. Scroll down. There is the Luffy and Law, and have a look at this. Look at all of these dual characters that are going to be arriving throughout the anniversary period on Japan. So first of all, this is crazy. I can't believe we're getting a dual unit badge. So here we have Luffy and Law. Artwork, phenomenal artwork. This character, we can actually translate some of this information here, but we can actually go ahead and translate this. And it says, during the period of the 12th of May until the 20th of May is when the Sugo Fest is going to be live. So that's cool to know that we finally have confirmation on that. And if you actually translate this, it gives you information. So the first line basically tells you about the character, and the second line tells us the information about what the character actually does. So we can go ahead and do this, translate, and it says 2 of the worst generation who form a pirate alliance enhance the entire glisten and show the largest firepower. This says to me that the character themselves might be some sort of type or orb booster. That's what it seems like. It says enhance the entire glisten and show the largest firepower. Yeah, it doesn't really give a full detailed explanation as to what the character's captain, swap, and special effect does. That will come later once we get the data download for these characters, which I cannot wait for because I know these characters are going to be amazing. But we do know that at least this character is going to be a boosting character. Hopefully it's talking about their special. We already know the captain effect is going to be great. But hopefully that means that their special ability is either an orb or a type boost. That would be amazing. That would be really, really good to see. And this character we can actually see, if you look down here, it's hard to see on this particular video, but I can tell you guys right now that Luffy is a Dex character and Law is a quick character. That is definitely not the colors I would have personally gone for. If you guys know, I actually made a concept video a couple months back about a dual unit Luffy and Law. I said that Luffy was a Psi unit and that Law was a strength unit. They've changed it up on us completely because we already have a Dex Luffy legend in Kung Fu Luffy. I don't know when that's going to arrive in Japan. And we already have a quick version of Law as a legend. And we're getting another version of these characters in the same color as legends. So it's cool. I just hope that what their abilities are and they're just like really powerful characters that are somewhat unique. Because a lot of people complain about Luffy and Law getting another legend. I completely understand that. But as long as they are changing things up, and as long as they are unique and straying away from the original builds of characters, I would be really happy about that. Now, here's where things get crazy, right? So we already know Luffy and Law is going to be the anniversary legend, but did you guys know that there's going to be a second legend arriving in this batch? And that's going to be a brand new version of Big Mom. A version 2 Big Mom, and it is a dual unit, and you can see the dual unit is with Big Mom and Zeus and Prometheus. Now, this is what I was saying before about Sanji and Judge, how a dual unit has the same colors. This unit, Big Mom, is an int character. Prometheus and Zeus are also an int character. So that means that this character is going to have to play with some unique factors, definitely, because the dual unit, when you switch, you're not getting any differences. So I would assume the way that this would work is maybe when you're in the Big Mom form, you're just the regular Big Mom, and then when you switch into Zeus and Prometheus, that's where she becomes like this, with her flaming hair, with, I don't remember his name, the Napoleon with the sword, and riding on Zeus. I would assume that's the way that it's structured, and then maybe she's more powerful as Zeus and Prometheus and more defensive as Big Mom version. I think that would be really cool, but we'll have to wait and see once again. Once again, we can also translate this to get a little bit more detail here. Now it says, I think that's talking about the Yonko Big Mom, to follow the sun and thunderclouds, obviously Zeus and Prometheus, go wild with overwhelming strength and new attack strengthening. This is interesting, very, very interesting. It's stating about a new boost of strength in some way, so this might be some sort of new boost that we've never seen in the game before. I mean, it's kind of weird because I didn't even know where they could even go at this point. I mean, even when they were introduced color affinity, like, we didn't think that would even be like a very useful boost, but we now have seen that color affinity is one of the main boosts that people use in the game. Even with conditional boosts weren't really a thing in the early stages of the game, and they eventually brought them in, where if the enemy has a certain status, you get a boost off of that. So I don't really know where they can really go from here, and I'm excited to see what they can do with it, but it does say overwhelming strength, so I am expecting Big Mom to be a very good character. I just hope that this version of Big Mom, this iteration of Big Mom, is a lot more different from her original version, where she isn't really dragged down with the enrage or rampaging effects. I hope that it's way different from that, and that she's able to be used a lot more frequently, because that was one of the big annoyances with Big Mom, is having to manage her rampage. Even though she's pretty strong, I would like this character to not have anything to do with that, so you don't have to manage a certain resource, and that she is just a lot more easier to use, and she's still strong as hell. And the fact that she does do some sort of new boost, I'm really excited for. So now we can talk about the rare recruits of the upcoming batch. As we said, it's a full dual unit batch. Now, here is one of them, Lucci and Kaku. This would have been an awesome legend to have, especially if we had like CP0 Lucci, CP0 Kaku, if they made some sort of form. Bro, that would be so good. But yes, this is a 5-star character we can see here with Luffy and Law was a 6-star character. Big Mom and Zeus and Prometheus were all a 6-star character. And then we can see 5-star here. So let's translate this and get a full little bit of information about these characters. So it says 2 people with the ability of CP9, number 1 and number 2, obviously the first and second best of CP9, overwhelm the enemy with total damage and attack up. So again, this looks like just some AoE damage maybe, or it could be large single target damage, and it does attack up as well. So that's really cool. I really hope this batch works well together. Maybe they might make it the way where, you know, half of the batch is good with Luffy and Law and half of the batch is good with Big Mom. That would be cool. I'd be 100% down for that. I do think specifically this new character that's coming out with Zoro and Sanji, we already know what they do. They're a type booster for slashers and fighters. I think that would be a perfect fit for the upcoming Luffy and Law. So I think that character would work with them, especially because when you actually look at the unit itself, Zoro and Sanji is confirmed to have the exact same colors as Luffy and Law, which is pretty weird. But it's actually works out really well, right? Because Luffy, being the fighter, is Dex, whereas on the Dex side of the other unit of Zoro and Sanji, that's the slasher version. So they actually swap colors. That actually makes a lot of sense. This works out so well. I'm really happy about that. So definitely, I feel like Luffy and Law in some way or form are going to be fighter and slasher boosters, but we'll have to see the full confirmation later on. But yeah, this guy does attack up, so we'll have to wait and see who he works for. I'd assume at this point he's going to be working with Big Mom, because with this Kizuna raid character, we already have an attack boost, so we'll have to wait and see. Next one is Ivankov and Bon Clay. This is actually a pretty cool one. When I saw it there, it definitely it wasn't one I was really excited for, but looking at the artwork, man, the artwork looks so goddamn good. I forgot to mention as well, Lucci is a strength character and Kaku is a dex character, pretty much going back to their roots of when they were first released in the game as a Sugo Fest. Now, Ivankov is a Psi unit and Bonclay is a strength unit. So we can translate this and we get that Impel Down's new man, newcomer, support a part in various state recovery. So yeah, this character is like a basic utility unit. Obviously, it doesn't state what kind of things it provides, but I would assume it's going to be probably one of the best support units in the game, and I would assume that this is going to be a character that directly supports Luffy and Law. I think that would make a lot of sense. The next character here is Crocodile and Missile Sunday, bro. This artwork looks so clean, though. This artwork is so good. We can translate this, and it says, the two men who lead the Baroque works, two men and women that lead the Baroque works, make combat advantageous with damage reduction and attribute affinity up. So damage reducing effect and color affinity. That is amazing. Oh, I can't wait to see what they actually do. This is a great tease, by the way. This is an awesome tease. Crocodile is a dex character and Robin is an int character. Not really too sure who they would be working for. They could be for the Big Mom team. I think that would make a lot of sense. Though this character could be a fighter because a lot of the Robin characters are fighter characters, but for Crocodile, a lot of the times he is classified as a striker or a cerebral character, though we have had a Slasher Croc in the past, so maybe he could be working for Luffy and Law as well. And the next one here is going to be Smoker and Toadskii. This character looks so freaking clean. The obviously time skip Punk Hazard dual version of Smoker and Toadskii. We've had Smoker and Toadskii be a dual unit previously as the free-to-play unit, but that was pre-time skip. Really happy to see that we're getting a time skip version of the character. Smoker is a quick character and Toadskii is a Psi character. Now, if we translate this one, we can read that it says, the Navy G5 branch commander and colonel, two people, defeat your enemies with fixed damage and slot conversion. That's really great. Always love to see slot conversion. Hopefully it's a really good amount of fixed damage. Typically, I would assume that this character is going to be fixed damage to one enemy because I feel like Smoker would be the character that does that. But we'll wait and see. And once again, we don't have the full details and that's really annoying me. I'd love to see the full details of this character. We've already been through what this character does in the previous video, so make sure to go ahead and check that out. This one is actually hype as hell. Now, unfortunately, this is not coming in the Sugo Fest batch. This is the brand new treasure map character that is coming out later this month on Japan. Now, we saw the silhouette for this character. A lot of people were throwing out a lot of ideas. I personally thought it was either going to be Shanks or Beckman, or Shanks and Yasop. I think that would have been cool as well. So I'm happy to say that it is Shanks and Ben Beckman. Now, a lot of people were complaining that, you know, seeing that we already have a Shanks treasure map character, like, why do we have another one? I'm really happy that we have this one now, because that Shanks that we got as the original treasure map was from literally the start of the series. This Shanks is from Marineford, so this Shanks is already going to be way better. Well, we'll have to wait and see, but Shanks is an int character and Beckman is a dex character, so that's really interesting. Japan don't have this character yet, the dual version of Garp and Sengoku, so they are going to be receiving that very soon, so that's good to see. We already know what they do. They're a 1.75 attack and orb boost, I believe, to fighters. And then we move on to another one that we haven't seen before. We have a Treble and Doflamingo character. I love the artwork for this character. This character honestly could have been a legend by itself, to be honest, but this character is actually going to be available in the Colosseum. Now, unfortunately, when we translate this free-to-play character here in the Colosseum, it just says this character is going to be available in the Colosseum, and also once we translate this character from the treasure map, unfortunately, it just says it's going to be in treasure map. You'll have to wait later on to get the full details of the character. And we have here the dual unit Carrot and Chopper, which we did see a couple of days ago, and when we translate their abilities, it states that it's going to make tap timing a bit easier, so I didn't really expect the free-to-play unit to have very good abilities. And Chopper is an int character, Carrot is a quick character. And then talking about Treble and Doflamingo, Doflamingo is a strength unit and Treble is a dex character. So weirdly enough, when you look at this entire listing, there's only 2 Psi units. We got int. I think there's a pretty good variety of colors, though. There's a pretty good variety. I'm pretty happy with the type distribution here. But yeah, man, I'm excited to see what their full abilities are going to be. So now moving on from this, this event right here, I'm not 100% certain what this is about. I think this is actually the amount of login gems that you get. It looks like for 11 days you get, I think it's for 11 days you get 2 gems per day, which gives you 22. And then for 11 days after that you'll get 3 gems per day, which enables you to get 33. So throughout the entire event period, you'll be able to get 55 free rainbow gems literally just for logging in. So there's no reason to be playing the game at this current point in time. It's amazing. And then it says something about there's going to be something revealed later on. Not too certain what this is about, but this sounds interesting. I'm not too certain what it is about though. Now this event is extremely freaking cool, right? This is insane. Now, I wasn't too sure what this was about originally, but this is an event that it really caters to the old school players of the game, and I'm really happy they're doing that, because most of the time when an anniversary event comes out, a lot of the time they do cater to the new players to bring new players in, and obviously that's a really good strategy for them to do. But it's always nice to give back to the players that have been playing for so long in this game, and they finally do that right here. So what this event is about, you put in your ID, and this is the amount of dungeons that you've cleared in the entire game, right? Starting from the start of your account until the 12th of May. And depending on how many islands that you've cleared, you get certain amounts of rewards. So if you've cleared 3,000, you get this amount of rewards, right? But if you've cleared above 50,000 total islands in the entire game on your account, you get all of these rewards. Now, I'm not too sure if it's cumulative, so like, do you get everything? Like, if you reach the 20,000 tier, do you get the 10,000 and 3,000 tier as well? If that's the case, that would be absolutely amazing. But we'll have to wait and see about that one, but that's so good. That is so good for people who've been playing this game for so long to just get some rewards back. That's so awesome, man. I'm not really too sure. You know, I don't have the account ID on me, so on my account, I don't think I've even played anything on Japan, so I wouldn't be able to show you guys. But that's so exciting to see. And it also says all players will receive 5 free pulls as well. So that's a really nice thing to give back as well. Just 5 free pulls just for doing nothing. So hopefully that's supposed to be during the Sugo Fest, the anniversary Sugo Fest. So that's pretty cool. And then this is just discussing the brand new Kizuna raid that's coming out with the Zoro and Sanji event. So I'm not really too certain. Again, I don't have the full translations on me right now. And this is talking about the campaign that we just talked about yesterday. And then there's going to be a video, but unfortunately it's not out right now. So this event will have a video. I'm really sure this video is going to be hype as hell. But that's all the information we have, guys. Like this is awesome. This is so cool. I cannot wait until Global reaches its 5th anniversary now after seeing this. This is awesome. So we'll have to wait and see. Once again, hopefully the data download for these characters comes within the next couple of days, and then we can fully break down these units and discuss how good they are, because I'm sure these characters are going to be some top tier shit. But anyways, I really hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and if you guys have, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.